Hello folks, this is Ted White, and in this full step-by-step tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use YouTube Audio Library and upload music to CapCut PC. Now, if you happen to use CapCut's audio library, not all of the songs or music within that library are copyright or royalty free. So if you were to use one of those songs and add it to a video and then upload that video to YouTube, you may be putting yourself at risk for a copyright strike. So to combat this, I'm going to show you how to access, how to navigate, and how to download copyright and royalty-free music using YouTube Audio Library. And then I'm going to show you how to upload that music to CapCut PC. From there, I'm going to show you how to trim audio clips. I'm going to show you how to adjust volume using keyframes to audio clips. And then I'm going to show you how to incorporate sound effects, how to incorporate background music, and finally, I'm going to show you how to fade out audio clips. Let's check it out, folks. All right, folks, so how you access the YouTube audio library is through YouTube Studio. So I'm going to type in YouTube in the Google search bar and hit enter. From there, I'm going to select YouTube. So I'm going to click on the link here that takes us to YouTube. Now I'm already signed into my Google account, which makes me signed in to my YouTube account. So once you get to this point, you are going to have to sign into your YouTube account, and then you will click on your YouTube profile picture and you will scroll down to YouTube Studio and you will select YouTube Studio. Okay? Now the audio library is within YouTube Studio. You look to your left where the sidebar is here. It says View Channel on YouTube, your channel, and you scroll down. And here is the YouTube audio library. All right. So the first thing I will show you to do is how to play a track. So you simply play a track by pressing the play button. So let's play this. Okay, you get the gist. So that's pretty easy. You just press the play button. The next thing you will do is, you'll see is the star here. So if you add a star, it's like adding it to a favorites or a bookmark. So you're going to come up here to the starred tab and you're going to click on it. And then if you star it, then that means it will fall under the star tab and it's Silent Night. Okay, so that's the song. All right, so we're going to go back to the music tab. And track title, it's right here, Silent Night. So these are the track titles, all right? These are the genres, okay? And as for the genres, you can filter by this genre. So if you were to click that, and this one says R&B and soul, I just clicked it. So it actually filters only songs that are under the genre R&B and soul, okay? And to remove the filter, you simply just click the X up here. So all your filters will align up here, and if you want to get rid of them, you just click the X and it's gone. Okay? You can also filter this by mood, which is calm. Okay? So if I want them all to be calm, I would click on that. You can filter the artist. So if you'd like the soundlings here, you would filter, you click that and filter it by artist. Now there's duration. So here's where you find out how long the songs are. Okay. License type. I will get into this more in a moment. And this is where you can find out when they were added to the YouTube library, and you can also download them for pressing this right here. Okay. So once the track is highlighted, you can download. You can also, if it's the last track that you previewed, you can download it from here as well, okay? And you can also star it from here and make it a star, okay? So I'm gonna click download for Silent Night. And this is how you download tracks from YouTube Audio Library. And here it is right here. And I'm just going to verify that it's in the folder that I want to save it in, and there it is. So I'm going to click save. All right, so the next thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through the filters here. So search, you can just search for whatever you want, anything you want, and then press apply, and it will bring the keyword in wherever you're looking for. So this is more of a general search, and it will apply to everything. Then there's track title. So let's say if you wanted music in the track title, you would just type in music and then apply, and everything with music would come in the track title. Now to remove this filter, you just click the X and boom, it's gone and back to normal. Then we can go by genre. So let's say I wanted just ambient, just an ambient genre right here. Then I would click on ambient, apply, and it would all be ambient, okay? And to remove that filter, you just click that. You can also do multiple genres, okay? So if you want like these 3 genres only, you would click that, apply, and then it would just show you these 3 genres, okay? And then mood, same thing, okay? So like you could click one mood and then apply, and it would all be angry, okay? So these would all be angry tracks. You can remove it by just clicking the X, and then you could do multiple moods as well, okay, by just clicking more than one. So we'll X that, we'll go to filter, and then artist name. You could, if you know an artist name or think an artist might be in the YouTube audio library, you could just simply click them here and then press apply, and they may or may not show up depending on who they are and if they're in the library. And then the next thing is duration. So here is kind of handy if, let's say you're looking for something that's more than 5 minutes, longer than 5 minutes, you just put 05:00 and then enter or apply. Press apply, then you go to duration, and it's 5 minutes, and then it just goes 5 minutes or longer, okay? And then you could press duration again, and it'll start at the longest track, and then it will go down, but it will only go down to 5 minutes. It won't go below 5 minutes because we put for the tracks longer than 5 minutes. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is pretty important. So I'm going to show you attribution not required. So all of these are attributions that are not required. So if you see, it's his license type, and then it has this YouTube-like icon here, this YouTube icon. I'm going to read it to you. It just says, you can use this audio track in any of your videos, including videos that you monetize. No attribution is required. So what this essentially means, and you can read the details here if you want, okay? But what this means is that you do not have to, you can download this. You can, when you're editing it, you can attach it to your video and have the music playing in the background, and you do not have to write anything in your YouTube video description. When you go to upload it, you can just attach the song with it and upload it, and that's it. Walk away. Now I'm going to show you attribution required. This is a little different. So this has a CC. So all of these have a CC. And I'm going to read this. It says, you can use this audio track in any of your videos, including videos that you monetize. However, you must include attribution information in your video description. And then it says view details. So it says the exact same here. And this simply means that you have to copy this. Okay, so you copy it to the clipboard, and then let's say it's this one, you paste, which is exactly what I had in there, and you paste it in there, and then what you will do is you will upload it into your YouTube video description when you go to upload your video. So for instance, when you go to YouTube Studio and then you upload a video, it then will ask for the YouTube title, for the video description, for the tags, for the category, all that information. That's when you put this information into your YouTube video description, how you're describing your video. You put this at the end or wherever you so please. But you have to include it for these types of tracks. And when you go to download this, so I'll download this. I'm going to click download. And it automatically populates this, okay? So you know that you have to do that. And here it is right here. I am going to click save, all right? And then done. And that pretty much handles, so that's how you handle And that's how you download, that's how you access, and that's how you navigate through YouTube audio library. Now, one last thing, I'll just show you sound effects. So I'm gonna go to the filter here. So you can search, you can just search for something like barking, okay? And then apply, and then it says dog barking. All right, so I'm gonna play this. Okay, so you can hear the dogs barking. So what I'll do here is I'll just click download, all right? And no attribution is required for any of the sound effects that I've come across, okay? So I'm just gonna verify it's in the folder I want it to be saved in, and then click save, all right? And then another thing you can do is you can remove the filter here. So you just click remove, and then you can search by track title, by category, or duration, okay? So just for instance, category, you could pick whatever you want, animals, apply, and then look at the different sound effects that are within that. Anyway, that's it for this part of the tutorial. Let's take a look and see how to upload music to CapCut PC. All right, folks, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to open CapCut PC, which we have open now, and then you're going to go to Create Project. From there, we're going to go to Import here. So it's going to bring up this screen. We'll go to Import, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select the files in which you need for editing, and then I highlighted them all, and then I'm just going to click Open. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the first video track that I want to use for editing. So I'm going to drag and drop it down to the timeline. Okay, this is my dog, just to let you know. It's a suspension bridge, and she's quite old. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the audio track in which, so this one, there was no attribution required. And all you have to do is just click add to track. So click this blue circle here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is I am going to show you how to trim some of this audio clip. So what I have here, it says for this side there seems to be a second of pause. So I'm just going to play it and you can take a look here. Notice how there's a pause for a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edge here, I'm going to click and hold, and then I'm going to scroll to my right, okay? And that trims a little bit of that. So then I am going to select the audio clip and then drag it to my left until I see this blue vertical line here at the start of the video clip, and then I'm going to release, and once you see that blue vertical line, it means that it's at the same starting point as the video clip. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this the same size as the video clip, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to select the end of this audio clip, and I'm going to drag it over until I see the blue vertical line, which means it's the same size as the above video clip. There's another way you can do this. You can make it bigger by I just selected the edge here and clicked and hold down, and I'm continuing to hold down, and then I release, and I just made it bigger. And what you can do is go to the end of the video clip, and then you make sure that the audio clip is selected and go to split. Okay, so you click split and make sure this part of it, the excess audio, is highlighted. You right click and then you can click delete. All right, so I'm going to go back to the beginning of the clips here, and what I'm going to show you next is how to adjust audio. So you can adjust it inside the audio clip in the timeline here just by clicking on this middle line here, and notice how it says 0.00 dB. Well, you can bring it down, and then that will bring the audio down, okay, to minus 22.5 dB, and then you can bring it up, and that will also bring it up, and it goes as high as 20 decibels. So I'll just bring it down here to something like minus 27.7, and I'll press play. And as you can tell, it's not very loud music, okay? And then another way you can adjust audio is you can actually do it by scrolling over here. So this is now at minus 27.7 decibels, and you can actually scroll the volume. So you click and you drag and you hold, and then you can make it, let's say 14 decibels. This should be a lot louder. So let's press play. Okay, that's much louder. Another way you can adjust it is just by highlighting this, putting whatever value you want in here, put 0, enter is what I'll put, and then I'll press play, and you can adjust it that way too. And you can also adjust it by these arrows, putting them up or down. That adjusts it as well. It's just very slow. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to use keyframes here in CapCut PC when it comes to audio clips, all right? And I'm also going to show you how to incorporate sound effects inside these clips, or kind of make them work together. So here's the sound effect, and it's the one of the dog barking. So I'm going to drag and I'm going to drop it down here, and I am also going to make it shorter. So I'm going to click on the edge here, and I'm going to hold it and take it to my right a little bit, and then I'm going to click on the edge here and hold it and take it to my left and just make it a lot smaller. And then I'm going to bring it to about right here, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this audio clip right here, all right? And then I am going to go up here and I'm going to change this to 5 dB, okay? So 5 decibels. I'm going to hit enter, and then that's going to make it go from 0 to 5. And then I'm going to add a keyframe, all right? So I'm going to add a keyframe here. It highlights it, makes it blue, and then it also adds a little itty bitty keyframe right here. And then I'm going to take the playhead and I'm going to move to the start of the sound effect, okay? And then once I do that, I'm going to change the volume. Now, when you make an initial keyframe and then you change the volume, it will automatically populate another keyframe, okay? So I'm going to change it to minus 20. I'll change it to minus 25, and I'll type it in, minus 25, okay? And it automatically populated a keyframe right here and one right down here because the volume is much less than the 5 decibels. It's now minus 25, okay? And then I'm going to scroll ahead to the end of the sound effect, and then I'm going to add a keyframe. So since I didn't change it, it's still going to be 25 decibels, and I want it to be low for the playing the sound effect, okay? So I'm going to add a keyframe here, and between this keyframe and this keyframe, because once you add it here, it will add one there, it's going to be at minus 25 decibels. And then I'm just going to go ahead a little bit, and I will put this at 5 decibels, okay? And then it will automatically populate a keyframe. Once I put 5 and then enter, it automatically populates a keyframe both here and here, okay? So let's play this and you can see the result of this. Okay, so you can see how to use that's how you use keyframes for audio tracks here in CapCut PC. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to incorporate background music, okay, to a video clip where somebody's talking in the foreground, okay? All right, folks, so I actually had to take a quick intermission and grab some headphones to try and reduce feedback for this particular clip, okay? So I'm gonna drag and drop the video clip down to the timeline, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select this audio clip up here, and it'll usually be this long, okay? But what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to click on the edge here, the right edge, and then I am going to hold the click and then drag it to the left, and I'm going to drag it as far as I can, and then what I'm going to do is go to the blue plus sign and just hit add to track. Okay, from there I'm going to make the audio clip the same size as the video clip. All right, so I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on the edge and hold the click down and drag it left until I see the blue vertical line right here. Okay, so that means the blue vertical line simply means that the audio clip, it ends at the same time that the video clip above ends. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to play this. Hopefully there's no feedback. That's what I'm trying to avoid by wearing these headphones. So I'm going to play it and let's see if the music is too loud. It should be too loud for the talking above. Hello folks, this is Ted White, and in today's step-by-step tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use YouTube Audio Library and upload music to CapCut PC. Now, if you happen to use CapCut's audio library... Okay, so for me, it is a little bit too loud, but it's really not that bad. So, usually I have to put it between minus 20 to minus 30 decibels, sometimes minus 15, but this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to have to do that. So I'm going to try minus 10 decibels and then enter. And let's just play this and see how it sounds. So I highlighted the audio clip just to let you know. And then I just typed in minus 10, clicked enter, and that might be enough to be a solid background. Hello folks, this is Ted White, and in today's step-by-step tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use YouTube Audio Library and upload music to CapCut. Okay, so that's not too bad. I could go like minus 7 maybe in this case, so I'll just give minus 7 a try. Enter, so I put minus 7, enter for the audio clip. And I'm just going to play it one more time. PC. Now, if you happen to use CapCut's audio library, not all of the songs or music within that library are copyright or royalty free. Okay, so at least on my device, that sounds decent for background music. So it's something you can tinker with. And if you have any issues, you can just export it and then watch the video, listen to it, and see if it sounds good. And then obviously, you can upload it to YouTube and see if it sounds good there. I've had different results on YouTube coming out of some of this editing software. So it's something sometimes you have to play around with. But the next thing I'm going to do for you is we're going to take a look at just fading out. So I'm going to reduce this clip a bit and make it so that it's a little louder at the end. In fact, I'm just going to turn the volume up to 0 for the audio clip, and then I am going to drag the video clip and make sure that it matches the audio clip so we see the blue vertical line so they both end at the same time. And then simply how we can finish this off is we can go to the audio clip and then we can fade out. Okay, so you can fade in or fade out. I prefer just fade out, so I'm just going to go with a 4-second fade out, okay? And I could have typed that in for enter. And what that does is it actually fades this out. You can fade out with this too. Just by clicking this, you can make it longer or shorter, okay? So that's 4 seconds. 3.9, I'm going to put it up to 4, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to start playing it from here, and you can witness a fade out. Royalty-free music using YouTube Audio Library. And then I'm going to show you how to import that music into CapCut PC, and I'll show you a few tips and tricks along the way. Let's check it out. Hello. Okay, so that was a fade out, and I'm just gonna show you again, just witness the audio drop here. Into CapCut PC, and I'll show you a few tips and tricks along the way. Let's check it out. Okay, and that's how you want your clip to end type thing. You want the audio just to fade, to gradually go down at the end of your clip, at the end of your video. So anyway, I hope this tutorial helped you out, folks, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.